Alrighty, we're syncing up the audio in 3, 2, 1. Sync it up, sync it up. You are downplaying yourself, and we're gonna stop that right now, okay? And listen, I know what it's like. I'm literally I don't want to say the queen, maybe the princess of downplaying myself. And it's not something I'm proud of because I have a lot that I've accomplished, a lot that I'm good at, a lot that makes me great. And I spend way more time criticizing myself and trying to improve than I do celebrating the things that I've done already and how far I've come in my journey in what we call life. So today is about celebrating all that I usually leave behind. And I hope that in celebrating all the things that make me and make me amazing, I'm encouraging you to start sharing what makes you you and what makes you amazing. And I encourage you to go into the comments during the video, right now, after the video, whenever, and write one thing that you downplay about yourself that's actually really great and maybe you didn't realize until you watched this, or you had to ruminate on your life a bit, on who you are, and you thought of it, you're like, oh wow, I'm actually a really great person. Because that's the goal of this video, okay? I, for a long time, and even now, sometimes I still do this, was used to saying, oh, I'm not a social person, I'm not outgoing, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not confident, whatever. But over the years, I realized that from what people tell me and some of the experiences I've had, that those are just things that I used to relate to and things that used to be true about me, but they're not true about me anymore because I've literally put in so much work to get past that. My brain and my self-talk at times just haven't caught up to who I am now. And every day I'm doing my best to step into who I am now. Confidence shows up in your life in different ways. Just because you're not out here taking videos in public for TikTok or YouTube, or you're not taking pictures in public for Instagram, and you're not in everyone's face, or you're not the first one to raise your hand in class, not boisterous and really eccentric, does not mean that you're not confident. Those are very few ways that confidence shows up, and those just happen to be the ways that maybe get portrayed more so in media, or the loud, proud, confident portrayals. For people that are more introverted, quieter, sometimes shyer, confidence shows up in different ways. And I want to give a few examples. If you think of any more, feel free to comment them down below. But these are a few things I came up with based off of my own experience and people I've seen in my life. The first thing is my routine. My routine is something that shows my confidence. And it's not just, morning routine, whatever. I'm still trying to solidify my morning routine. But things like being consistent with posting on YouTube, writing, my studying schedule was decent this semester. This is the best I've done my whole university career. So obviously I did something right. Things like that, your routine, that might be one way that you show up for yourself, and it shows confidence. Confidence, I feel like, has a lot to do with your inner world and how much you care about yourself, how you come out into the world, how you present yourself to the world. And your routine is part of how you get presented to the world because that shapes what the world is seeing. You know what I'm saying? The way you present yourself to others shows confidence. When I was younger, at times I seemed confident. I was working on speaking out more, but my fashion was all over the place. And I'm not saying that if you don't like to dress up, you're not confident. No, not at all. But I am someone who has always cared about clothes in some way, shape, or form. I just was in such a tumultuous place that it was not anywhere top of mind. I also had hygiene issues that, again, I didn't realize came from anxiety. So now that I've gotten hold of my inner world more so, I'm really working on my issues and anxiety. One thing that I do is I make sure that when I go out, I look a way that makes me feel proud of myself, that makes me feel good. It doesn't always mean that I'm wearing a cute outfit. It doesn't always mean that I'm wearing makeup, although I do wear more makeup now just because I like to wear makeup, but it just means something I feel comfortable and confident in. It depends on the day. Sometimes I want to wear sweats. Sometimes I want to wear like a big baggy sweater. But regardless, when I go into my closet, I pick an outfit that makes me feel good. So when I'm going out, when I'm talking to people, I feel confident. I like the way that I'm being presented to others. No matter what people say, I love what I brought to the table today. And obviously there's so many different things that go into it, like societal expectations, and especially as a Black woman, what people think of our hair, like screw all that ish. And when you're making that decision, that is a show of confidence. Next thing is when you speak up. Speaking up for yourself requires a lot of confidence. Even if this is your first time doing it, the fact that you made that decision, because there's a lot that goes on in your head, especially if you're someone that second guesses yourself. Having the confidence to speak up for yourself and recognize that this is for your own good and this is for the benefit of everyone, because if you're doing well, everyone can be doing well. That requires confidence. That's another way that confidence might show up that you maybe didn't think about. Another thing I do is I advocate for myself. I am someone that will only take so much for so long. Depending on the situation, I will wait to say something. I'll assess it. I'm like, okay, is it worth speaking up about this now, or should I just leave it alone because maybe I'm not that close to this person, I don't see them that often, I could just, bygones, like leave it. But I do make my position known on things. If people are talking about a serious like political issue, human rights issue, If people come for me personally, I'll say something about it. If they're trying to like say something about my reputation or my character and maybe they misinterpreted a situation, I will speak up about it. I'm not just gonna let someone talk about me any kind of way. This is something I've done for a long time, even when I wasn't that secure. I just consider it to be my character. I'm very proud of that part of myself. And if you do this too, this is a way that you show up for yourself. This is a way that you are confident. You know, it's the way that your confidence shows up. It's not just in the walk and the talk, it's in the actions. And even though, of course, speaking up for yourself is like talking, it's an action, you know, you're actively advocating for yourself. Advocating for yourself can also be in a relationship if you feel like you haven't been treated the way that you deserve to be treated. Speak up about your boundaries, speak up about your needs. That's another way you can advocate for yourself. And the last thing I have on this list is making plans for yourself in your life. This is a big one because I feel like this is how confidence shows up in terms of how you see your future, how you see your quality of life, how you value your life. You know, you're making plans for a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. I literally have like this long list of like what I want to happen when I want it to happen. I've even started planning for like retirement and
okay, I want to have kids at this age so I can retire here, I can travel with my husband then, do all this stuff, I want to have a company here, I want to have this retirement plan.
That's my confidence that I will get there one day and I will make it. I make decisions every day based off of those plans that I have. If you've started to set up plans for yourself in your future, you have confidence in that sense. Not saying it's always easy, but again, I just wanted to gas you up a little bit. If you do any of these things, these are ways that you display confidence in your life. So now I'm going to tell you a few stories of how me, my formerly very, very anxious and insecure, and now just anxious, less insecure, me and myself, I've shown up for myself recently, and I've shown confidence and things that I never thought I would do in the past. And to some might seem small, but if you are someone that struggled to speak up, you will understand why these things were kind of a big deal. Me and my therapist were like, yeah, you know, she was like, I'm proud of you. I was like, yeah. Okay, so the last time I flew, I was talking to my friend in the airplane waiting area, and I plugged in my earbuds. It was really early in the morning, but I plugged in my earbuds because I was like, oh, I need these for the ride home so that I have something to listen to. So I got on the plane, reached my bag for my earbuds, and I realized I didn't have them, and I was like, oh my God. I left them outside the plane. So mind you, everyone has boarded at this point. Probably gonna take off in like maybe 15, 20 minutes. And I'm like,
I don't have my earbuds.
I was kind of dejected and I was like, okay, well, they were having a few issues anyway with connecting. I mean, they were fine, but you know, I've had them for like 4 or 5 years. I guess it's time to give them up. And I'd given up on them. Literally a year ago, even maybe a few months ago, I would have just left them there. And then I sat there and I was like, no, you know, no, that's not good enough for me. And I literally can just get up now. I can at least ask to get up, and if they say I can't get off the plane, fine, but at least I can try to get my earbuds back instead of sitting here in silence on this flight when I can do something about it. And my therapist and I had discussed, she wanted me to write something down, at least like a thing for the day or something like that. I think just like 3 times in a week before we met up that I was proud of, that I could like celebrate myself for. And I was kind of thinking about it, I was like, this is something I could write down, I guess. So I flagged down the flight attendant. I was like, hey, I'm so sorry. I left my earbuds in the waiting area. Could I go get them? He's like, okay, yeah, bring your phone so you can have like your boarding pass. So they could like hold your phone. That's like a thing they do apparently if you need to get something. So I got up, walked quickly off the plane. I jogged up out of the ramp or whatever. And I went there and I was like, oh, my earbuds are here. She didn't ask. She said I can keep my phone. Grabbed them, got back on the plane. I was like, oh my gosh, bro. I was like, it was such like, this something that I wish, like I used to be like, I wish I was someone that would do that age. And I did it. And I was like, even now, there's a smile on my face. And I was like, you know, wow, I really am that girl. It was kind of a big deal for me, you know, because again, months ago, years ago, me, like 2019 would never have done that. Oh my God. I literally have left stuff places. Unfortunately, literally the next, I think on the same day, I lost my tumbler with the handle on it. I left it at a train station and I was like, you know what, I'm too tired to go back. So I didn't. That one was cracked. So I was like, you know, whatever, it's fine. And I actually have lost the earbud since. But it's, you know, it's the gesture that matters. I mean, not see, look at me downplaying this again. Oh my gosh. So I hope this video helped. I just wanted to talk a little bit about how your confidence might show up. I think a lot of times we're downplaying ourselves, saying, I'm not confident, I'm not this, I'm not that, while we are showing people that we are, and people are just getting confused, like,
but you seem pretty confident to me, like.
And of course, you should not wait for people to give you compliments, but if people are already seeing that, that means that there's something there. Start gassing yourself up, because once you start gassing yourself up, you don't need those compliments anymore. They're just icing on the cake. They're just cherry on top of the cake, sprinkles, whatever it is. So yeah, I hope this video helped. I hope this chit chat helped. I love talking to you guys. It brings joy to my day. I love when these videos help you in any kind of way. If they touch your soul, touch your heart, it really, really makes my my day. I hope this added something for you. I hope this added something to your day. I hope these little stories made an impact in some way. Let me know if there's anything else you want me to talk about in the future. I'm open to a lot of topics, especially when it comes to like self-development. We can also talk about relationships. If you have questions about my relationships in the past, let me know. If you have questions about friendship, absolutely ask me. Oh my gosh, bro, I got stories. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Like I said, comment one time that you displayed confidence that you didn't even realize because you've been downplaying yourself. We understand. Click that post notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. I will see you in the next one. I'm sending you lots of love. All right. I will, see you in the next one. Sending you lots of love. Mwah, 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 mwah. Bye guys.